Most of you are running a race with no finish line. You celebrate the daily hustle, the fish sold, the cargo moved, the invoice paid, but you're ignoring the leak. You're building a flow that disappears the moment you stop moving. You don't have wealth. You have high-speed exhaustion. I'm releasing the Capital Migration Plan, the Sow Pivot, for transforming your daily cash flow into an immortal fortress. We are going to audit your velocity, select your bricks, and move your capital from the trade to the stone. The masterclass and the migration roadmap are live. Link in bio. Own the granary. You're proud of your turnover, aren't you? You see the millions of CFA or euros flowing through your accounts from your agrobusiness or your IT services, and you think you're winning. But here is the brutal truth. If you stopped working tomorrow, your empire would vanish in 30 days. Your flow is a ghost. It requires your constant presence, your constant sweat, and your constant stress. You are the engine, the fuel, and the driver. The moment you step away, the flow stops. You're not building a legacy. You're just a very successful hamster on a very expensive wheel. You are trading your most limited asset, time, for a currency that loses value every day. It's time to stop chasing the sprint and start building the fortress. Yerem Sow didn't become a titan by just being a good trader. He understood a fundamental law of power. Wealth is created in the trade, but it is harvested in the stone. He used the high-speed velocity of his early businesses to fuel a massive pivot into immortal assets, real estate and financial institutions. He didn't just build buildings, he built landmarks. He didn't just stay a customer of the bank, he became the owner. The goal of the ant is to eventually stop carrying the grain and start owning the granary. The Capital Migration Plan is your surgical tool for the Sow Pivot. We are going to take a percentage of your high turnover profits and divert them into assets that will be standing in 20 years, whether you wake up to work or not. I want you to audit your current state. This is the before state, the ant phase. You have a cash engine. Maybe it's your daily fish sales at Agrico or your transport fees at Mobilis. It's high turnover, high liquid, and high stress. How many days does it take for your bit, your service or product, to turn back into cash? If your liquidity velocity is slow, your engine is stalling. But even if it's fast, where is that cash going? Most of you are eating the seed. You use your profits to upgrade your lifestyle, buy a better car, or rent a flashier office. You are treating your net profit as spending money instead of migration fuel. You are building a flow that has no destination. You are exposed, you are liquid, and you are fragile. Now visualize the after state. This is the alpha fortress. In this state, you have a war chest ratio. A fixed 30% or 40% of your monthly net profit is strictly untouchable. It is automatically migrated into strategic real estate. You aren't just buying apartments, you are buying high-utility assets like student housing in Namur or ultra-prime prestige like a penthouse in Antwerp. These assets have a service layer multiplier. You aren't just a landlord, you are a provider of managed internet, concierge services, and logistics. This makes your yield 2x the market average. More importantly, these assets are bankable. They are the collateral that allows you to secure massive credit lines for your industrial arms. You have moved into financial sovereignty. You have equity stakes in financial services. You have closed the loop. You are the architect, and you are the only one who sees the full private balance sheet of the holding. How do you cross that bridge from the trade to the stone? You follow the migration roadmap. The bridge is built in 3 levels. 1. The ant level. You focus 100% on liquidity. You optimize your fish sales and your services to build the war chest. 2. The builder level. You execute the first pivot. You move that 30% of profit into your first prime property. You move from trade to wealth preservation. 3. The alpha level. You use that property as a fortress asset to gain leverage. You move into financial autonomy. This bridge is built by a black box SOP. You centralize your financial management. You stop seeing your businesses as separate silos and start seeing them as a single ecosystem. One feeds the other. The flow from Agrico feeds the stone of the real estate, and the stone secures the steel for the next industrial expansion. You aren't just growing, you are consolidating into immortality. By now, the awareness should be absolute. If your assets don't outlive your efforts, you aren't wealthy. You've heard the Sow model. You understand that the purpose of your daily business is to fund your permanent legacy. But a plan is just a dream until you set your war chest ratio and make that first migration. I am currently executing this exact plan for Alpha Holding. I am moving capital from the high-velocity trades in Côte d'Ivoire into the fortress assets in Belgium. I've made the capital migration plan and the migration milestone roadmap available to you. I've uploaded the spreadsheets, the ones that calculate your liquidity velocity and your war chest targets, to my Patreon. This is the manual for the entrepreneur who is ready to stop sprinting and start standing. I am not looking for hustlers. I am looking for architects. On the Corifea Patreon, you are getting the steel, the property selection criteria for high-utility niches, the service layer business models, and the financial SOPs I use to maintain total discretion over my holdings. Your task for this week is clinical. Perform an Immortal Asset audit. Look at your portfolio. If you stopped working today, which of your assets would still be standing in 20 years? If the answer is none, then your next migration target is your only priority. Set your target date, maybe it's February 2027, and calculate your required war chest total today. Stop chasing the flow. Build the fortress. Go to the link in my bio. Join the Corifea Inner Circle on Patreon. Download the capital migration plan and start your Sow Pivot today. The stone is waiting. I am Parfait Eti, and this is Corifea Strategic. I'll see you on the inside.